Hello everybody, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, built entirely in Minecraft. In my last video, I had shown off and toured the entirety of the atrium of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. And since I had given a little bit of a sneak peek last time, we are gonna just jump right into Rockstar Row. Now the thing about Rockstar Row that makes it a little bit challenging to go over is the fact that there are 4 entrances from the atrium alone, and the entire area loops back on itself. So I feel the easiest way to try to do this, we're going to start at this hallway right next to Gator Golf, the entrance to Gator Golf. There's not too much interesting about these areas, mostly posters, cutouts, ATMs. There's this nice little queue. I believe it's for a queue, a waiting line, with the different attraction posters on the walls. Some more cutouts, a recharge station. Before we get to the hallway, the main hallway, not main hallway. What? I really like the look of these. There's 2 of these hallways. I really like the look of these, with the hanging lights and all the seats. There's some Fizzy Faz posters. Back here, there is this odd little like storage shelves. I'm not entirely sure what these desks are for. Yeah, good job on that one. I'm not entirely sure what these desks are for. For checking in to Rockstar Row, I presume, or is it like a gift shop because all these shelves back there? I'm not really sure. Come down farther. All we have is door there that leads to nothing, and the entrance to Rockstar Row, which I'm not gonna go into yet. But just to build a tiny bit of suspense, I'm gonna do a quick little peek like that. Switching sides over to next to Roxy Raceway. This side will be a little bit harder to look through due to the nature of it. It's another under construction bit. This is actually a lot easier than the other areas to put together. It's mostly just little caged off areas with the red walls, some seats. And you just go around through. Another recharge station. And then the door to the other side hallway, which at first glance looks similar, but is in fact nearly, in almost every way, different to the other side. Coming behind this desk, this time there's a small little room here. Nothing's in it, of course. Well, there's stuff in it, but nothing of value. This side has these pipes going down. A large Freddy plush stuck in the ceiling for whatever reason. More seating and cutouts. Here's the other side door that would go into the main room. Another desk area. Don't understand what these are for. And Helpy's on the wall here. There's also this little go-kart bit for strange reason. Ignore how just terrible these things look. It's hard to make go-karts this scale. It's whatever. We're gonna, instead of going into the room anybody actually cares about. We're gonna head over to what is probably my biggest regret about this entire area, and that is this room right here. I'll go into more detail after I show this bit, because this is actually one of my favorite rooms for whatever reason. It's right off the Roxy Raceway room, entrance room. And it's just a hallway type thing. It's just a large room with junk piled up, really. I'm not entirely sure why it's one of my favorites. I quite enjoy the feeling of more narrow hallways compared to the larger open rooms that is in most of this building. Just a quick detour till we get to my complaints, which I have many of. At first glance, you'll think that this room is, it's really nice. You know, everything's in here. All the shells on the green thing. These pipe things. I don't actually know what a lot of this stuff is. But it's actually a little bit smaller than the actual size of the room is. And it is bothering me quite a bit. If I go into spectator and go right above here, you can see the red outline here is the size the room should be compared to what it actually is. It's like 8 or so blocks too small. And I know, it doesn't look too bad. You can probably easily fix this. And I can't. This room that I just was in it's perfect. It's a perfect room. And to make this one wider, I'd have to make this room over some. That would make this entrance bigger, which would make all of the entrances bigger. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to do that. There's probably ways to do it that I'm just not familiar with. And I feel like I actually had Security Breach in hand. This would probably be a lot easier to do. Because I also do know that this room is actually a little bit shorter than it should be as well. So I'll figure something out. But there's nothing I can currently do about it, which is a little frustrating. Complaints over. I would say that the room itself isn't too bad looking. It's just that the size does bother me a bit. Now this is actually going to sound kind of crazy, but this hallway goes that way. I'm about to enter is probably one of my favorite areas of this entire build, which is a very odd thing to say when there's practically nothing all too interesting about it. It is just a hallway, but I like the crampedness of everything. These rooms are particularly all that interesting. In my opinion, these aren't really my focal point. It's the hallway itself with all the junk piled up. Ignore that. With all the junk piled up that I quite enjoy. There's these large fans. That's the room. Just a couple of fences to indicate that there's fences in there. There's just something so enjoyable about walking through here for me. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what these blue wall things are. They're like under construction walls. They're around the building. Very odd inclusions. It's the largest of the rooms, the one like filled with cutouts. There's this dumpster here. Another blue thing. This one you can actually, if you do parkour, you can get in there. But you can't get out if you get in. So, whoops. And then at the end, there's a door and then a hallway that you can't get into. Finally entering the rehearsal room. Something a little bit more interesting than the hallway to most people. Just a quick room with a Freddy poster on there. Little hallway here with these nice shelves, these orange shelves. And this is quite a nice room, I would say. These podium bench things. I'm not all that into music or orchestra specifically to know what these are. Bands, whatever. Just some shelves up here. Nice little spotlight on the ceiling. I like the wall padding. It's very nice, in my opinion. And finally, if you're coming through here, you can get to the main room. I feel like it might be a little bit easier to start at this door. This is the door that is at this hallway here. Just is at the end of the room. This is one of the odder areas with these all these cutouts, which I believe are from the Grim Foxy maze in Curse of Dreadbear, which is a little bit of an odd inclusion. There's all these bright neon lights around, quite a few relic pictures, and these nice casings. This entire room is like at a weird curvature. Quick look at the ceiling. Quite like these big ray things. They're quite nice. This is the vent. I will complain about this a little bit later. But for now, you can just enjoy the nice hole in the wall. Well, I'll do the green rooms separately. We won't go into there just yet. But you can have a look at it from here. Finally get to the first statue. I'm not a statue builder. This is probably the best one of the bunch. A little nice, I'd say. There's the door that would go up to that room. I forget what it's called. Oops. Security room, whatever. We'll get there later. I like these little cases. Quite nice. Monty's room was closed off, so you can't see in there. Get the second statue. This one of Monty. I feel like this is an alright one. Not the best, not the worst. There's a door. We'll get there when we do that area. Still see all these the lights. These are like a music note thing. Music notes. I like them. Another interesting bit of the Captain Foxy area. I'm not sure why this is in Rockstar Row, but you know. Nice Roxy statue. This one, I would probably say might be the worst one, because that face is horrifying. That's not a fox. Well, she's not a fox. She's a wolf, and that would. I guess it's probably good that she doesn't look like a fox, huh? Here's the other door. And the Freddy statue is just a smaller. Should slow down. This is just a smaller version of the one in the lobby, the entrance lobby. I would say it actually looks better than that one. And here is this door that goes to this hallway. Is the showtime stage. Once again, you cannot do showtime, so I don't really get the point of including it. And this is the hallway, or the entrance to the utility tunnel that you enter at the beginning of the game. It doesn't exist because there's no utility tunnels anywhere yet. All right. Now we can get onto the green rooms, something I feel is very important. Nothing interesting about these little side-off entrance bits. Here's Freddy's. You can look out. Oh, Officer Vanessa. I have my nice little working mirrors. I really enjoy these. Just arcade cabinets, a button that does nothing, Freddy, lights, couch, table, these nice stars on the ceiling. You'll notice the room is angled. In fact, all the green rooms are, as well as these backstage rooms. They're all angled, which I feel like is a pretty neat little thing that I managed to do, because I wouldn't say they look all that bad either. I couldn't find a way. This probably would be an iron door if it wasn't for the fact that we're one slab higher than normal. So I just made it a deep slate block for now. I'll figure a way to get it to open and close like an actual door, but you know, I'm nowhere near to that point yet. We're entering this first back room. These are surprisingly tall. This is where you first enter the vent, and you'll notice there's no actual vent here. What gives? There's nothing here, and it's because I couldn't fit it in the way I wanted it to. So you probably would come out to about here, actually. But I sadly just couldn't figure out a way to get it in there while also having it be crawlable. Next room we're doing is Roxy's. This is practically the exact same entrance bit, but purple. The room is different though. Got these checkerboard flags. And the go-kart, these ugly go-kart things. Her couch is purple and she's got a racing game instead of a regular arcade. Mirror, of course. It's probably one of the oddest desk areas. I did make it so that every vent that you can see, those exist. Like you're able to look in there. Cannot crawl through this though, because that's not. You can't go up and down while you're crawling. Bit of a shame. Nothing particularly different about this than Freddy's, than the color scheme and the props, but it's a small room so you can pretty easily see everything. This is her back room. It's the shortest of the bunch. For whatever reason, hers is a lot shorter. The vent goes through here. You can sort of look in there, but it doesn't go anywhere. And here's her elevator. Can't get in there either yet. On to Monty. Same thing as before, just green. His room is actually a bit special because it's all broken up. There's no mirror here because he tore it down. Missing a curtain. Vent is there, of course. Would never forget a vent. Like the hit game Among Us. His light is black because it's meant to be off. His couch it's meant to look ripped in half. Has arcade though. And a bunch of junk scattered on the floor. This room is a bit special because it's got these leaves going down on the sides, which I quite like. And his star is red. His back room is actually also different, as the elevator is at the end rather than the side. Ooh, that's such a cool, interesting detail, huh? Vent. There's nothing really all that different about these back rooms, though. You'll notice that these shelves are all like the exact same thing, because I'm pretty sure Steel Wool just copy-pasted the shelves, which I think is quite funny. And for the last green room, we have Chica, pink. She actually has 2 vent entrances, which I think is interesting. Her mirror is a little bit buggy because it has to render all that stuff, and my computer is not that great for rendering. She's got pizza boxes on the ground. And hers has a green star. It's not all that different than the other rooms. She's got more balloons than the rest. And her room, her back room, elevator is pretty much the same as Roxy's, but taller. And a pile of boxes. I'm contemplating whether or not to add gift boxes around, the ones that you can find. I may do that. I feel like it'd be pretty neat, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And for the final section of Rockstar Row, we're going to go up to the security office. You'll notice that I did not actually include anything in these rooms, and I know there's a bunch of stuff in there. That's because I really wanted to get this video out, and I did not have any references for what's in there. So I'm going to skip on that for now, and I will get back to it when I can get references. It's a bit of a shame, but I really wanted to get this out because it's already been over a month. Come through here. Same reason. I kind of just wanted to cram this video out. Whoops. Security office. We got a nice window overlooking the statues. There's the vent that goes down. We're going to quickly go through this hallway. There's nothing really down here other than this winding hall that just leads you right next to the stage. And while we're here, I'm going to quickly show this room also has nothing in it. This room does. However, just shelves, nothing special. Back in here. Desks, chairs, monitors. Yeah, go around pressing buttons. Because you've kind of been ignoring this room right here. This is the backstage room. And it's because you can't enter it ever. Because of this fact, I don't think I've seen anybody actually build this room in all of the probably like 2 building security breach videos I've seen. So I feel like I may be one of the first people to do this, which is pretty cool. You'll notice that it's not finished. There's this large red wall, but I mostly just did areas you'd be able to see from this window. So anything that you can't see, I did not include. Or most things you can't see, I did not include. I did, for some reason, add a couple things that are completely inaccessible to the human eye. Not sure why I would do that, but this is a pretty much fully decorated room. Besides these walls, got the catwalks up here even. All of these pipes. That's basically it for the entire area, the entire Rockstar row. Thank you for watching this video. It's been a solid couple of months putting this together. I appreciate you watching it. Come back in like 2 months maybe. I'll post another video. Thank you, and goodbye.